It feels like so far, all the toys in the factory are either trying to kill us, the player, or have already betrayed us. Huggy Wuggy going absolutely wild, chasing us down and eating us. Mommy Longlegs being full crazy controlling with the games and then becomes an absolute Karen when she doesn't get her way and chasing us down. And then Poppy betraying us at the very end of chapter 2. Which quite honestly broke my heart. She acted so nice and then became so cold and evil sounding. So it's a fresh of breath air when we encounter Kissy Missy. She not only has no interest in killing us, but she actively helped us out by pulling the lever when she saw that we couldn't get to the other side and wanted to, thus opening the metal gate for us. So is it possible that not all the toys are batshit crazy nightmare fuel and that Kissy Missy is actually good and not evil? To answer that, first we have to talk about how all the other major mascot toys have been so far, since Kissy Missy sadly barely made an appearance herself. She just straight up came into our life, helped us out, and walked out like a true Chad. In the first chapter, Huggy Wuggy, for some reason, went on a rampage, killing a lot of people, and he is supposed to be Kissy Missy's partner. But instead of joining him and killing us, she helps us and even looks like she is shedding a tear, probably for a Huggy Wuggy who's become a changed man. So they are not on the same page, and this is after 10 whole years, so probably not a minor fight or anything like that. Making me believe that Huggy Wuggy is not acting like his usual self, especially from 10 years ago before all the killing and the rampage. From what we know from chapter 1, Huggy Wuggy was designed to be a toy which could hug you forever. So hugging you to death, making it forever for you, might just fit his job description. Although it is a little bit extreme, I bet someone smart enough could convince him that that's how it should be. What might have been the cause of this change is a shift in who he's being obedient to, because as we know from the scientist in the chapter 2 tape, he tells us that
Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy, remains the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience.
while Huggy Wuggy's intelligence is sufficient enough, I'm guessing in taking more complex orders, his obedience is a maximum, which could mean that he'll take orders from anything he deems his superior, like perhaps Prototype Experiment 1006, who has an abnormally high intelligence.
The prototype seems to possess an unprecedented level of intelligence, beyond that of all other test subjects.
So if we consider all of this, Huggy Wuggy is still acting within his role, within his job description, but in a really twisted sense. As for Poppy, she acts very much like a child. In the commercial, responds and talks like a little girl, even saying, "I'm a real girl." And when we, the player, talk to her,
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
she showed gratefulness, was mindful not to scare us, and tried to repay our kindness, just like a real girl would. This is very in line with who I assume is Ludwig, describing her as being just like a real girl. Mommy Longlegs acts like a mother, controlling all the little experiments that have no voice for themselves and guide us, the players, through the game as well. This is in line with this note from a worker with the proposal. Mommy Longlegs would be perfect for facilitating everything with the children in the game station. She has the warmth that a mother should, and any rowdy child can learn to listen to their mother. It makes sense that her seeing these children daily would improve her behavior, and it is very unlikely she will act out in front of the children. Have her transferred to high security maintenance immediately. Conditioning can begin. So we get the hint that the experiments all have their own personalities that the scientists will then take into account to use in assigning them to a role and condition them to be useful to the company within that role. Now, with the exception of Huggy Wuggy, who seems to have went on a major rampage during an incident that Experiment 1006 was apparently a part of.
In relation, Experiment 1006, the prototype. Coordination and cooperation is evidently within his skill set, as well as the skill set of all other experiments of his type. Though still missing, today's events are no doubt in relation to him.
The other major mascots seems to not have changed much and are fulfilling the role that they're molded into. Mommy Longlegs is a mom and Poppy is a little girl. We can go even farther and see that the little toys in each game all wait patiently to do their role. The bunny slowly lowering itself during the memory game. The small Huggy Wuggies doing their part in slowly crawling out of the tubes so that you can whack them, even though they aren't being controlled by the strings anymore. And lastly, the giant pug caterpillar that will only jump at you if you move when the lights are on. So, the vast majority of the experiments seems to faithfully follow their assigned roles in the orphan's playground, complete with a cute little girl, a mommy, and toys to play with within the little games. All of this leads me to believe that Kissy Missy is actually just fulfilling her role as well. Kissy Missy's description in that little NFT digital collectible is: Kissy Missy is more than just Huggy Wuggy's better half. She is a beacon of Playtime Co policies and won't hold back on letting the people know about it. Listen up and pucker up for this fuzzy pink lady. So it would seem that she's not simply just obedient to her superiors. She is more obedient towards the policies and won't hold back on even letting people know about it. So she's somewhat in charge and also very strict on the policies. Then she has the posters with do's and don'ts that she is designed to follow as an example to others. So these are some of the policies. Do be gentle to others. No doubt, especially towards scientists and workers. Not hide behind doors to scare Laith Pierre. And probably anyone else for that matter. There's also this picture of Kissy Missy doing a heart symbol. So we get the idea by now that Kissy Missy is designed to be the caring and loving mascot who's always ready to uphold the policies, do the right thing, and help others. That's why when she noticed the player, she assessed the situation, noticed that we needed her help in opening the gate, and did so. From everything so far, she is in fact on the player's side, making her a good toy to us. And I have a feeling that she will come at times when we need her to in the future chapters as one of the few true allies that we have in this godforsaken factory. That's going to be all for this theory. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.